women's basketball, men's basketball, hockey. None of us have to talk anybody off a ledge this weekend. You know, life is good for another 3 or 4 days. No, awesome. Those two, I couldn't be happier. Great people, great coaches. They got some great kids. They're doing it with great coaching, effort, and energy, and couldn't be more excited for what's going on in the department right now. Hockey, we found a way to get. Hey, we didn't tie this weekend. No ties. All right. We got some bizarre things going on, like some of you old timers. The moon's in the 7th house, all that. Jupiter and everything's lining up. We had the last 3 weekends. We tied Army 2-2, 2-2, right? Robert Morris 3-1, 3-1. Thank God at Sacred Heart we lose 3-1 on an empty netter. We pull our goalie when it's 2-1, and we score. If they score, we would have had 3 weekends in a row with the exact same scores. That really doesn't mean anything. I just don't have a whole heck of a lot to talk about, so I just thought I'd freaking whip that out there for you. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I might just do that. What do you guys like about what do you like about the Falcons, the hockey Falcons? What do you like about the hockey Falcons? What do you like about them? Anything? Anybody have anything? Huh? What do you like? Come on, Ryan, you got
Billy Christopoulos.
Okay, so you like Billy. You like our defense, right?
Well, I like your goalie.
Okay, well, is the goalie a defensive player?
Yes.
Okay.
I listened to you after the game. You know that, right? So I know.
But you're half in the bag by that time. I mean, how much are you comprehending?
That's not incorrect.
Okay.
That's not incorrect.
I'm more of an Evan Fino guy.
Okay. So I was trying to set you up here, get you in the right direction, make you look smart, because we have got a really weird team, and we got to figure some things out. And by the way, you got that right. Billy Christopoulos is the guy. Have you ever in your life seen a team? I have not. We are number 1 in the league defensively. We've given up the fewest goals in the league. We are number 11 offensively. I mean, we're 1 and 11. And statistically, we're in first place. Like, how does that work out? Like, we are, everybody's in the rearview mirror. But we control our own destiny right now. And it's the strangest thing. I spent all yesterday kind of just doing numbers, but I'm not very good in math, never have been. I wasted a lot of time yesterday trying to come up with something to be able to swing this at the guys and swing that at the guys. The bottom line is Billy has skewed everything. We've only scored 4 more goals in league, 4 more than we've given up. And like I said, we're the lead dog right now. And so, long story short, we got 8 games left, and we got something to play for. I mean, we're excited about it. We got something to play for, but we can't just keep throwing those dice out there and hoping that they come up double 4s, because our luck is gonna run out. Billy, we just, as I've mentioned before, we just have to get to a point where we're relying on him a lot less. We've since Western Michigan, we've averaged only 1.7 goals per game, and we've still, out of the games, that was a non-conference games, but out of the league games with the ties and the wins against Robert Morris, we've managed 7 points. I mean, and we're not getting more than 2 goals in a game. That's not counting the empty net goals. So we got to find a way to score a few more goals. We need to hope Billy stays hot. We need to be able to count on him a whole lot less. We're only I did steal some things from the numbers. I looked at the numbers since we haven't had, since Western Michigan, since that game that we lost to Western in the tournament. We've had 30 shots or more in one game. That was the first night against Army. The rest were in the 20s. I don't think we've obviously don't have a lot of gifted playmakers and scorers, but we have just got to start putting more volume, shooting more pucks, like, I don't know if our guys are afraid to shoot because they're scared they won't score. I mean, I likened it to, when I was a kid playing baseball, trying to hit. I was a left-handed batter, and I couldn't hit a left-hander's curveball. Well, one thing you ain't going to ever learn to hit that pitch if you're sitting in there hoping that the pitcher throws balls. You got to go after it, and we need to get more aggressive. The play is at the net, and we've got to shoot pucks, get guys. Like, I don't think that we're throwing enough pucks at the net to get lucky, to get puck luck. And I just think we have guys trying to make plays that aren't capable of making plays. Like I said, don't try to be funny if you're not funny. Don't try to be a home run hitter if you ain't a home run hitter. And like our guys, don't try to be nifty if you ain't nifty. And we got guys trying to be nifty at times and we just need to be we do shoot the puck pretty well as a group, but we've got to find a way to manufacture a few more goals. We're getting, like I said, we are getting, period, 1 to 2 goals a game, period. And the margin of error is so thin when you're operating like that. And, like I said, I think, we've mortgaged everything to this point to be where we're at, with how anemic our offense has been. And that's got to change. We're going into Bentley this weekend. Bentley's on a roll. Toll can tell you they're unbeaten in 5 or something like that. And, 7? Okay, little math, you guys, like, I just have to tell you, you may think there's Frank. Frank knows everything. You have to fact check Frank. You do, because Frank doesn't mean to lie, but Frank just sometimes doesn't remember things. He's a little bit forgetful. He's getting a little bit up there in age, getting a little gray on the sides, and Bobble's not with me today. So anyway, they're unbeaten in 7. I was kind of not really nervous before 7. That's pretty good. That makes me, that's giving me a little bit of anxiety and stomach acid right now. But I'll cope with it. I'll deal with it. But we're going in there, and I just have a funny feeling that 1 to 2 goals a game isn't going to get it done. And like I said, we're excited right now. We are, we have something to play for. We have control over our own fate and destiny. Now, that can change in a hurry in one night. But we're going into Bentley this weekend, and I actually called my coaches in for a meeting yesterday, and we never do that on Sunday. I always give them their day off. But, like, we need to approach this. We need to nip it in the bud. We need to put our best foot forward at this point in time and make a plan. And our plan right now is mentally, as far as the way we're looking at our schedule from now on till the end of the season, these 8 games, every weekend is a playoff series, and every game is a must-win game. Every period is a must-win period. And, like, we want to take advantage of the opportunity we have. And you know what? We want to try to win the league. We're going to go for it. I'm not going to say, I hope things go well. No, we want to try to do that. And if we fail at that, I'm hoping that the push gives us enough where we fall back into that top 4 slot and get a first round bye and home ice in the quarterfinals. So right now, we kind of got in track. We had, against Robert Morris, we had 5 very good periods. We had one that was as horrible as one that we've had all year. That was the first period, the second night. Billy the Greek keeps us in there, lets us get a reset in the second. We play good in the second, good in the third, and we end up winning the game. We can't have bad periods like that. If we're going to go deep in the playoffs, we need to score a few more goals. We need to start to maximize our potential. I still don't think that we've seen this group's best game. Played a pretty good game, probably our best 60 minutes on Friday night, but there's still more there. And that more includes scoring a few more goals. Okay? Now, you guys right now, you know as much about Air Force hockey as I do. Like, we're all in the same boat right now. Anybody want to coach? You can have it this afternoon. I got to go shovel.
What if we can't skate?
What if you can't skate? I can't skate either. I just stand I get the heck out of the way, Grant. Come watch practice. Those guys are zooming around 100 miles an hour, and I'm out there like I should have one of those things I should be pushing around. Like, when it starts going like that, you know where the old man is? I'm on the bench. Got no helmet, don't have a whole lot left up here, but what I got I want to keep. No. Skating's overrated.
Says the goalie, right?
Yeah, but I wasn't a good one. Yeah.
So you kind of mentioned it going forth, but in the attempt or in the mission to score more goals, is it scheming things up? Is he getting players in the right place? Is he getting the right lines out there at the right time? How do you manufacture more goals from a schematic standpoint?
I just think, Grant, honest to God, I just think we are way too selective, and you can't be, and I don't care. We could bring Dave and Chris back in here, and you have to. I don't care who you have to have a shoot first mentality. If you're out there at that 3-point and the ball comes to you, if it's open, you got to take it, because if you hesitate to look over here and you come back, somebody's in your face. And the same thing with us. You get the puck, and when you maybe have 1,000, and I ain't gonna say one. You got 1,000, and if you don't let it go. If you don't, somebody's in that shot lane, or the goalie has recovered and he's back and he's big, or C, all of the above. And I don't know how they operate in basketball. It's got to be a similar thing. In hockey, you get that puck, you've got to have a shoot first mentality, because if it's there, you got to take it. And I really believe, most players, if you come up and you pull up and you're ready to launch it, but with your peripheral vision, you see somebody wide open off the side of the weak side post, you can audible off that and make that pass. Plus, you're selling the shot. People are biting on that. We're too much the other way around. And it's habit that we've been trying to break. We play small games, but we got to change it, and we got to change it now. We have an opportunity, and we have no chance of seizing that opportunity unless we come around. And the other thing that happens, and Toll will tell you, because he's an expert analyst right now. He's been doing this for several years. But when you fire pucks at the net, Toll, when you fire pucks at the net, you force the goalie to make saves. If they're good, intelligent, purposeful shots, you're going to have rebounds around. There's going to be second and third opportunities. Even if the goalie makes a save and it goes into the corner, who's going to win the race to that puck 9 out of 10 times? The attacking team is. And then you start, and you're working the offensive zone. You're making the opposition utilize their battery acid, defending against you rather than attacking you. And you end up getting more opportunities, low to hide your defenseman, or you end up drawing a penalty because they're tired and they have to get you on the hands or trip you or some type of thing. And when we've been great, that's what's made us great. But I remember years, and granted, the league's a lot deeper than it is now, but it was very common for us, even against good teams. I remember putting 40 shots on Colorado College back in the day a couple times. We haven't had 40 shots in a game all year, and we've had 30 and 7 or 8. For the most part, we've been a 20-something shot team. And we need to put more. We need to put more on the net for all the right reasons.
Coach, what's make Bentley so good of late? Why are they playing?
I don't know. I haven't seen their film yet. They just all I got is they've what are they unbeaten in 7, right? See that, and I don't know. When they were here, they weren't very good because Billy was out. And our backup LaRock played. Rocky won both games against them here, and they were leaking oil bad. Obviously, they're not. We knew they had some talent when they were here, and sometimes it's not about. Sometimes it's when you get a team, and when we got them, they weren't very good, and it's a good thing because we didn't have Billy. And but obviously that's changed, because to go unbeaten in 7 right now in our league is just because everybody's so much. I don't think we have anybody great in our league, but nobody's crap either. I mean, everybody on any given night, anybody can. You really, literally, anybody can. You always said that, but it wasn't always the truth. But it is the truth this year. We have really good parity. I think the top's down a little bit, the bottom's up, and. Ultimately, who's going to rise above and become this team up here that finds a way to hit their stride at the playoffs, wins the conference championship and go in. I can tell you right now, we ain't ready right now. We're not ready to win the conference championship. We're not good enough right now. Can we get there? We can. And we certainly, it's been proven in our games against Denver and Western Michigan and even Colorado College, that we're not ready to go knock somebody off in the first round of the NCAA tournament. We ain't there yet. But we got some work to do defensively. We got a pretty good foundation. We got Bill in the net. But we got to find a way to put more pressure on our opponent. And I think that is just, by attacking. That's what we have. We have, the kind of kids we get, academy kids, and they like to get after it. They're proactive. They don't want to sit back and play cautiously. They want to pressure the puck in every zone, and we need to do that, continue to do that, and do it better than we've done it all year.
So, Coach, when you first started talking, you were trying to figure out some kind of math, with the goals against and the goals that you guys have scored. Were you trying to find some kind of analytical thing to bring to your team? And do you use analytics in hockey?
I don't. I I can barely like I know how to if I can get onto Google, I can answer any question you want. But that's my limit to anything like that. Now I got young guys that are looking at all that other kind of stuff, analytics. Bottom line, analytics. Billy makes us a good, a competent, a good defensive team. For us to become a great team, the guys around him need to be better, and we need to be able to count on him less. And this is hockey. We ain't splitting atoms. And at the end of the day, it's not about territorial domination. It's about who puts a puck in the net more, and keeps it out. And right now, because of Bill, we're doing a decent job keeping the puck out of the net, but we got to find a way to score a few more goals because, like I said, that margin of error, if you're just hovering around that 1 and 2 goal, can you win games? Yeah, you better be able to win a game that you can only score 2 goals or even 1 goal. Remember beating Army 1-0? Like we have those games that you have to, but you can't have 4 or 5 of them. You can't. I mean, scoring 1 or 2, somebody's going to get you. Somebody's going to get you. And again, it is what it is. Here's where we're at. We had a pretty good weekend, 5 of 6 periods against Robert Morris, and we're in a good spot. We're in an exciting spot because we control our own fate and destiny. We go into Bentley, and if we go into Bentley and get it done, we're going to come back and we're going to be even more excited because we're going to be in the same spot with only 6 games left to go. If we don't get it done in Bentley, might be a little bit different meeting next week, depending upon what happens around us. We might be talking about more like, hey, we better pick it up, or we might not be getting that bye in the first round. That's how tight everything is. But again, come in here. Where are we at? What's going on? With us right now, moving forward, we want to obviously maintain what we're doing defensively, but we got to find a way to score a few more goals. Like I said, the last 7 games, we're averaging 1.7 goals per game. 1.7, not good enough. And so, anyway,